Hi everybody, it's Norma. And yeah, guess what? What's new? Yeah, it's January and I'm not keeping my New Year's resolution. I have yet another haul video for you. But there's a really, really good reason why there's this haul. I know, I think I say that every time, don't I? Well, anyway, this is actually a Yankee Candle outlet haul. And then on my way home, I also stopped at Homegoods and picked up something. So the way this happened is last summer, I went to the Yankee Candle outlet at Birch Run. It's in Birch Run, Michigan, for the first time. I'd never been there before. I know, hard to believe, but I had never been there. And I think it was that first visit that I came across Roses of Cliff Walk. And I happened to go on a day where it was kind of slow, and so I had a really good chance to talk to the sales associate there. Her name's Renee. Really, really sweet, sweet gal. And after we were talking for a while, she said, well, you know, if there's a particular candle that you're looking for, we can put your name on a list, and if we ever get it in, we can give you a call. And I said, really? And she goes, yeah. So I gave her the name of a couple candles, and one of them was Roses of Cliff Walk. And sure enough, a short time later, she called, said, hey, we got some Roses of Cliff Walk in. I went, I did a video on that haul. I think I got like 13 jars of it. I mean, I like bought every jar they had in the store. So the other candle that I had on the list, and I now have 3 candles on the list because last week I added Christmas rose, but you know, I was like, what are the odds she's ever going to call me on this other candle? Well, much to my surprise, Renee called and she says, we have your candle. We only have one. We just got a shipment in from a store. She mentioned the city, but I can't recall what it was. And she goes, you know, it was mostly Christmas stuff, but they had this candle in their back room. And she goes, we're getting another shipment in today from the Saginaw store. So if we have any more, we'll call you and, you know, we'll set them aside for you. Well, as it turns out, the other store didn't have any. They just had Christmas candles. But I end up making a trip to Birch Run Outlet today to pick up my special candle. And of course, it's a 3-hour round trip, you know, on a good day when you don't have a lot of traffic or bad weather. So I'm not going to go just for one candle. So the outlet did have a 4 for $44, and so I was really going to try hard to stick to that 4 for $44. But as you can see, that didn't quite happen. But I did stick to my maximum budget. I said, there's no way I'm going to go over $100. And actually, I did go a little bit over. It was like 102 and some change. And that was with my 15% off outlet coupon. So what they had was, they had the large jars 4 for $44. The medium jars were 3 for $28. They had tea lights 3 for $10. Accessories were 50% off the retail price. And the votives, oh, what were the votives? I was hoping they were 50 cents, but they weren't. I think it was 12 for 10. I think that's what they were. So, you know, not quite $1, but and not the greatest deal. So I didn't get any votives. I kind of wish I'd gotten 4 more large jars because there's one scent I'm going to show you that I only got 1 of, and I wish I'd gotten more. But the reason I end up going with the medium jars is they had a lot more variety of scents in the medium jars. They didn't have a great, I mean, they had a really good selection of the large jars, but a lot of them were ones that I knew I could see at, you know, TJ Maxx, Marshall's, HomeGoods, like the writing jar versions, you know, the Simply Home versions at Meijer's. I mean, they were candles I knew I could get elsewhere other than the outlet. They did have like some mainline candles there, like some fall and Christmas candles, like autumn leaves. I actually was walking around with autumn leaves for about 20 minutes, and I ended up putting it back. I said, no, I know it'll be back in the store next fall. So I was really trying to get candles that aren't in the main line in the store, that I couldn't get at the Homegoods. And I have a feeling a couple of these may be coming back as treasures this spring or summer, because they had a lot of them, not just like, a random candle here or there. And one of them actually did come back this past SAS as a treasure, and that is Bay Breeze. So let's just get into what I got. Okay, so we'll start with the tea lights. Like I said, the tea lights were 3 for $10, which is pretty good because normally they're $9.99. And I really would have liked to have gotten some more tea lights because I just seem to have a lot of accessories that use tea lights. But what I end up getting was I got 2 country lemonade. I got 1 gingerbread maple, and I think that was the only one there, otherwise I would have gotten some more. And then I got 1 honeysuckle, and then I was really surprised to see this, 1 water garden. I actually had all 6 tea lights and water garden, and then I put the other ones back because I figured I could use some other scents. And then this I'd never seen before. This is Serenity, my Serenity, and it only caught my eye because someone, it was either in my candle group or in the Team Yankee group, had posted this candle. They were burning it the other night, and it just caught my attention. So I saw the tea light, and this was the only box they had, so I had to grab it. I'm not exactly sure what it smells like because right now everything kind of smells like honeysuckle, but it's I don't know, it's kind of like a floral, fruity, I don't know, maybe like a spa type scent. I'm not exactly sure. I don't even know what the notes in here or anything, but it's pleasant. So I figured I'd try it. Why not? Okay, so that's it for the tea lights. Let's move on to the medium jars. Now I had the hardest time with the medium jars. I was originally going to get 3 sparkling angels for my nail techs because I didn't get it for them this past Christmas, and they made a point of letting me know that they really liked sparkling angel. And I said, well, I'll have to go to the outlet and get it. And so they did have some there, but when I looked at them, they were 2015 pours. And I said, I have a hunch that even if sparkling angel does not show up in the regular Yankee Candle retail store, it may show up in the discount stores. I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I'll kick myself if they don't come back and I didn't pick them up this time. But they had, like I said, in the medium jars, they had so many different scents. I saw Pink Lady Slipper, which I was really tempted to get. They had a 2010 pour of Christmas Tree that was just loaded and loaded and loaded with oils and dye, and I was really tempted to get it just because it was a 2010 pour, but I really didn't like the scent that much. So after I carried it around for about 10-15 minutes, I ended up putting it back. Actually, I had it in my cart, and I was trying to decide between Christmas Tree, they had Oud Oasis, and they had White Chocolate Apple. And those were like, oh, I initially started out with 3 white chocolate apples, and I was walking around. I said, I want to look at everything, and then I saw Oud Oasis, and I really liked that. It was it wasn't what I was expecting. It actually smelled more like a vanilla type scent, like a vanilla cookie, not a vanilla cookie, but some kind of vanilla scent, and I just really liked it, but I was like, I don't know if it's special enough. So I was going back and forth between that and the white chocolate apple. And then that's when I finally found the Christmas tree. So I said, okay, I can only get 3 for $28, so I'm going to get the Christmas tree, the white chocolate apple, and the Oud Oasis. And so that's what I had in my cart. I'd already picked up my large jars of tea lights. I had them up at the counter, and I said, I'm going to make one more sweep around the store, and then I'm checking out because it was getting late. It's almost 4:30. I have, an hour and a half drive back. I still wanted to stop at Homegoods. I had to go grocery shopping at Myers. It's like, I gotta go. So I made a quick sweep, and I looked, and I saw these 3 candles before you, and I picked them up, and it was like, okay, the others are going back because I have to have this candle. And what this is, it's lemongrass and ginger, and I believe this is a UK scent because it says a passion for fragrance, and it is a yellow label, not quite sure why, and it has this warning label, but I just really, when I picked it up in the store, I really liked it. I mean, I definitely get it. It's exactly what it smells like, lemongrass and ginger, and I just really love herbal type candles, so this was like totally in my wheelhouse. And the minute I smelled it, it's like, okay, this is what I have to have. So I got 1, 2, 3. They had 1 left in the store, and I left it. So if you guys are interested in this scent, and you are in the Michigan area, there's 1 left. So I was really excited about that. So let's move on to the large jars. Okay, so these 2 are repeat purchases. Actually, my very last trip that I made to the outlet back in the fall, I picked up these, but they're favorites of mine, so I figured I might as well get them while I can. Bay Breeze. Oh, I just love this. This is the I can't even say it. The ultimate salty sea air scent, and it's still a good thrower. And I just love it for summer. Oh, and so now I have enough I can burn it. A lot of them. Love it, love it. Bay Breeze. And another favorite of mine, and this is one that I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be coming back as a summer treasure, because they had quite a lot of these. Country Lemonade. And it's just a sweet, sugary lemon. And I really love it. It's great by itself, and I'm thinking it would be good layered with like a vanilla bakery scent. So, yeah, love both of these. I've had them before, and I've stocked up on both of them. Love them, love them. And as I mentioned, this is the honey spice, and I'm kind of wishing I'd gotten, they had 3 of these, not in this label, but in the like the Country Kitchen label, and I was really debating on it because I've heard a lot of good things about this, but it's one I've never tried, and I was like, there's been so many disappointing candles with Yankee lately, and it's like I really kind of wanted to stick to if I'm going to stock up on things that I love. And here it is, the whole reason I made the trip. My beloved Jasmine Green Tea. Oh my God, I can't believe they actually got one in. Oh, I just love this scent. Love it, love it. It smells exactly like if you went to a Chinese restaurant and you ordered the Jasmine Green Tea. It's exactly what it smells like. It's not a sweet tea. It's just green tea with a hint of jasmine. One of my favorites. Absolutely love it, love it. So I was really excited to get another one because now I can actually burn one of the ones I have. But the haul does not end there, because I end up finding an accessory there that I don't remember seeing before. I don't know how I missed this, but when I saw it, I absolutely had to have it. And this is the pineapple gift set. A lot of times when they go on the Yankee Candle website, I'd never look at their gift sets, and they have some really cute things there. So I don't know if this was out last year or some other year, but if you're a Bath and Body Works fan, this shape may look very familiar to you because they had a luminary last year that looks exactly like this. Now this is a tea light holder. It's not, a candle holder, but the pattern matches exactly. I mean, seriously, it was like, you know, did they copy each other? But so when I saw this, I go, this will go perfect with my Bath and Body Works Pineapple Luminary. I have to have it. And it comes with 4 tea lights in pineapple cilantro, which is another one of my favorite scents. And it was $19.99, so it's 50% off, so like 10 bucks. Had to have it. I almost grabbed 2, but it was like, nope, I got it. I got to stick to my budget, So that is what I did at the Yankee Candle Outlet. And then on my way home, I did stop at Homegoods because I was looking for a colonial candle in the scent lemon, I think it's lemon and sage, which Melissa in my Facebook group was on a hunt for it today, and I believe she was successful and found it. Unfortunately, I was not. They didn't have any colonial candles whatsoever. But I did pick up a couple accessories, which I need like a hole in the head, but they were so pretty, and I said, you know what? Let me grab them, take them home, see if I like them, and then if I don't, I can always take them back. So let's show you what I found. I found 2 hurricanes in a Mosaic glass, and I can't get the color to show up. You'd really have to see it in broad daylight, but the glass is like different shades of like a sea green and aqua and gold. It's just really, really pretty. It looks like spring. And like I said, I don't really need these, but they were so beautiful in the store. I just had to pick them up, and I said, well, let me try them out at my house, and I'll decide if I'll keep them or not. And the one thing I liked about them is that even though you have the glass mosaic, there's clear spots here for the light to show through. Because a lot of times when you have these mosaic candle holders, they're covered all the way, and while the light still comes through, it can be a little bit dim. And so I thought, well, with the clear holes, the light should be able to come through clear. So I'm going to turn off the light and show you. Okay, so that's what they look like. So there you guys have it. That was my Saturday outlet and Homegoods haul. And it's late and I'm tired, so I'm going to sign off, call it a night, relax with some dinner, a glass of wine. And if you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below, and have a blessed evening.